I don't want to drive away. Like, I'm so alone without her. When I say she's everything to me, I mean she's everything to me. I've never been to the Atlantic before, and here I am, for the first time in my life, gone coast to coast with somebody or for somebody. I didn't see the Pacific with anybody else but her. I've never set any eyes on any ocean but with her. And I gotta go across country back home. Alone. Last night, she pinky swore that we would get married on August 22nd or sooner. On our 10-year anniversary. That's been a long time coming. Anybody could see that. I'm happy about that. She loves seeing animals. When she was getting her bags out of basic training barracks, she had left the truck, and it was been a minute, and I was like, I wanna help, you know. So I go to get out of the truck, and I'm about to start making my way up, but like I don't know where to go, so I just like standing there, and then like I see this uniformed thing carrying bags, and from a distance, like you can't tell if it's. I mean, I think you could tell it was a girl, but it was when she carrying like 2 duffel bags, Molly bag, and an assault pack with a personal bag as well, some stuff in there as well. She bent down to like, here, kitty, 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 to a Sergeant Mittens or Sergeant Drill Sergeant Kitty or something like that. And I like from it is like, oh, that's her. Because only she would stop too, you know, with all that weight. So we get here, and I'm helping her carry stuff inside, and it's like 11:50, and she's worried all day about being here on time, and just like when I was in the ER earlier today, and we left at like 2:30 in the afternoon. And she didn't think she was gonna make it. She thought she was gonna be seen as like AWOL, and I'm like, nah, you're fine. It's a Donza. You have until like midnight of the night. Sure, Tradoc might say something different, but like UCMJ might be like, wow, you know, you're splitting hairs here. She was here on that day, and it's a Donza, and tomorrow's a Donza. She gets to report in at 8 a.m. tomorrow morning instead of like, you know, 4:30 or 5. I think is what she said her usual formation time is. She will not have her phone from the hours of 06 to 1500, and then she'll have her phone after that. And sure lights out, it's probably 21. But I did just see some privates coming through inside of there when I was helping her do her layout for all of her stuff. They came in, 3 dudes, and they were boys. Oh yeah, so when we get here carrying her bags, and there's deer here, and I said that's a good sign. I don't know if I said that a minute ago. I kind of forgot what I was saying, but like, yeah, we saw some deer when I was carrying her stuff in. I grabbed her duffels, and she grabbed her Molly bag and a salt pack, and we stopped at the corner, and I thought it was just a civilian. I was like, he's just a civilian. Like, before we get back there, give me some kisses. And it turns out he's just Norse. He's Norse pagan, or whatever they. And he's a drill sergeant and PTs and a different color sweatshirt. So I was like, oh, he's really cool though. And then the dude who was in a brown round was really cool too, because he sees me, the drill sergeant with the brown round. He's like, do you want to help her with this stuff? I was like, yes, I do. Much do want to help her carry her stuff in, please. And we started doing the layout, and I've done layouts before. And she is in her reception battalion until Tuesday night, and then she's going to go, which is Foxtrot Company of the it's going to be 1-222, Fort Eustis, right? But that's Foxtrot Company, Fox Company. She's going to be going to Delta Company. She was in Delta Company in basic too, so they let me do the layout with her when literally nobody would ever get to do that. It's because I was late. After her, they had her saying they wanted her here at noon. And then drill sergeant, plainclothes looking guy, super nice guy, he told me that it was like a 1400 that they want them here by. He's like, so we can start doing that, like in first aid, proper paperwork, getting her in bed and all that stuff, make it a little faster. Like, okay. I'm looking at April I told you. And because I brought the paperwork that said it was in the hospital and whatever, she's 100% in the clear. She was upset all day because she didn't get to be here on a certain time that she wanted, and thought she had made up that this is the time I'm going to be there, or else I'm unhappy. But we were also supposed to only have no time off post together. She was only going to get on a bus, graduation day night, or the next day, and come out here with no free days at all, no freedom at all. But even though she said that could not happen, I said it could happen, and it happened. She got POV and got granted 3 days. And then, just before then, I was told by American Airlines that I was late to a flight to come out here, and that it was impossible to get me out here. I bawled my eyes out immediately, begging them to not do that to me, because of how much time I had spent talking with the lady before she told me that I was late, which was probably at that moment 30 seconds late. I asked to see the supervisor, and by the time the supervisor comes out, they're like, yeah, you should have been here 5 minutes ago. And I was like, I was here 10 minutes ago. What's up? Bawling my eyes out, because they just told me that I can't make it out here without buying a new ticket. And my Nana just wasted that money on my ticket. Thanks, Nana. I love you. So then, after I'd cried for 10 minutes, sobbing my eyes out, because I am a terrible fuck up and can't make it to the airport on time, apparently. On time wasn't time enough, because I was told there's a 45-minute, you get here 45 minutes before your flight. That's what the 5 minutes meant. So I'm 40 minutes before the flight's supposed to be there, they're telling me I'm 5 minutes late, and I'm I was here 10 minutes ago. What are you talking about? Maybe it was 6 minutes ago. Maybe it was 3. But I bawled my fucking eyes out as hard as I could. And then it was possible. Then they threw me on a different flight to Fort Wayne. Where was it going? Fort? Fort Worth. And I made it out here to South Carolina. And it's funny because the last time I saw April when I was taking her to the airport, she told me that it was impossible. I could not get back on the airplane with her. Like, not on the airplane, but I couldn't get back to, because I'm like, I'm taking you as far as I can go, which is to that little tunnel thing you walk down. And she's like, you can't do that. You can't get up. Not without a boarding pass. And I was like, watch me. That's why there's pictures of me on January 16th on Facebook, kissing on her, past security, because I made it there. I looked that TSA worker dead in the face and was like, I'm taking my wife to the plane. No, I don't have a boarding pass. I don't need one. She's getting on. I'm taking her. I'll be right back. Because we are late. We get done taking these photos, and like, I'm pretty sure as soon as I took them photos, it was like we heard them page, like, paging April Brown, and like 2 other people, final call, and like, we will not call again. And so we ran up. You know, because it's crazy how that was, because it did not take us 45 minutes to get through security, right? But, however, we caught that plane right before it pulled off the gate, and we made it through, and we did not fly on American Airlines. Or she didn't fly American Airlines. Huh. So that's when I'm out here, and I'm like, she just got POV, but my round trip tickets calls me home on Friday, and I'm like, well, you just got 3 days, so how can I make this last longer? And that's when I go tell the counter at American Airlines, please don't put me on this plane. I'm begging you, do not make me do this. I tell the sappiest story, where every sentence built off the next one, where I was not being repetitive. It was like Spielberg wrote it. Epic. But with like the delivery of like something where like Homer wrote it, where every sentence was its own level of gravity and strength, and it did not need clarity. It's deliberately the most beautiful, romantic thing I'd ever said in my life. About how I am finally here in front of this woman who makes me happy. And I'm not even asking you to do this for free. But when it was possible for you to humiliate me and then move my basic economy flight after you just told me it wasn't, prior to you humiliating me and telling me that I wasn't on time when I was, and horrifying me, like, couldn't it be possible now? I'll pay whatever price. I told this lady at the counter, I don't remember her name, every single thing I said made this lady look like she was hearing the most romantic story. It was just like in the movies when a guy goes and begs his story to a clerk, and then she just like casually deletes the flight that he was just checked in on, and then plays clueless. Like, you're not on this flight. No, you're supposed to be there. I was like, why would this happen? And so slick. I didn't even know until after I left that the only way it's possible that I signed into a flight that left at 2:30 is if I begged so good to this lady with this romantic story about, please, I have time, and I have medical setup out here for until the 31st. Like, it's perfect. Like, I'm not going to die out here. So what can I do? She's just like, you're not on the flight out of here at 12:30. And you gotta go to the connecting that says here. It's like, so then I got this special number to call, and they're like, yeah, I can't see why you were not, why you were taking off that flight. It says here you had it, or I'm like, I know I had it. Like, well, I don't know what's going on. Thank you, lady, at the airport in Columbia Metro, South Carolina Airport. You helped me be the most romantic thing I'd fucking seen since the best rom-coms of all time. That lady will go down in history as being the one lady who listened to me, besides my Nana, and had just as an effect as my Nana did on buying me that ticket, because she bought me 3 days to the fullest with April, because I didn't leave her side until after midnight, because I showed up with my woman so late that they were rushing her through this, and it was just us. Everybody else was in bed, so nobody was going to see them like me get like 9 pictures with my camera, the 800 film, and have the drill sergeant. I had both of those drill sergeants. I asked them to take a picture. Dude, they did. You ever ask a drill sergeant to take a picture? It doesn't work out well often, but it worked. And one was in a brown round. Like, Some might say that's impossible. So, like, she heard it was impossible to leave post on graduation day. Well, it was possible. Couldn't make it through security when she left. It was possible. Couldn't get my plane moved. It was possible. Then I heard the same shit today when I couldn't make my plane today at 3:30, leaving out of Norfolk, Virginia, when I was just inside of South Carolina at 2:30. It was not possible to move my basic economy flight ticket over. But I looked at my woman and I was like, no, I'm doing this for free. And I didn't pay a dime. And just when that happened, I got off the phone with them on the way up here. She had to call back her older brother, Seti. And Seti informed us of some, like, tragic news, not like death, but bad, with her family in California, my family, brothers and sisters, who got in a car accident with Mama. And there's some broken bones involved. Everybody's alive. Johnny broke his legs. Mom got a punctured spleen and some broken ribs. Lisa broke her teeth, and I think her ribs, like, I think there was like another like arm or something like that. Somebody's arm or something like that got broken. I thought there was another appendage involved, and and it was I think Lisa's. Wait, I don't know if Lisa's boyfriend was involved too. There'd be 4 people in the hospital, but maybe it's everybody. Maybe the information's coming from. I think it's Pablo. Hi, buddy. Keep it up. If the family's good, the brothers are good, the sisters are good, just be good to Lisa, and you're gonna be good. Yeah. And then Seti offered to send over points for a hotel tonight because I couldn't get my flight moved from today to this evening. I had to get it moved till tomorrow. Out of Norfolk instead of West Columbia. And I took what was a Tuesday to a Friday. I left Tuesday morning, came home Friday night. Just kidding. Came home Monday afternoon. Nana, I took a 4-day and I made it into a 7-day adventure. I spent the whole week out here. You got me here on a Tuesday? Well, by the time 8 days rolled around, and it was Tuesday again, I was home. But I spent every damn day of the week out here. I saw 3 states. I saw the ocean. I saw my beautiful wife. Thank you, Roy Richards, for my Hilton Hotel on the 26th. Thank you, Nana, for my hotel on the 27th and the 28th. Thank you, City, for my hotel. Oh, and April for the hotel on the 30th and the 31st. Wait, April bought the hotel. Well, I guess we both bought it because we share the. So we bought the hotel room for the 30th and 29th and 30th, and then SETI. Fuck. Thank you, SETI, for the hotel room tonight. I appreciate it. I have to be on a plane tomorrow morning at like 6 something. And while I was checking in with April, I got here with it was like 11:53, and I did not renew the car's rental, which I renewed until Sunday at midnight in Norfolk. And I'm 40 minutes away, recording myself talk so that I don't bawl my eyes out. And I still haven't left this woman's side. That long building, she's on the far side of it, because the boys are on the close side. As I leave her, I'm starting to bawl my eyes out again, like I was just told by American Airlines that I'm not on time. And the cruelty of life that I was definitely there on time, but of course I wasn't, because it's life. My life. And if it's going to be as mean as it's going to do twice as rough, just because it can. I'm bawling my eyes out walking back to this stupid car, which is a Rogue with all the fucking bells and whistles. I mean, come on, this is such a nice car. Get out of here. Nissan Rogue SV, come on. It's really nice. And Mr. Drill Sergeant Brown walked out, and I'm so fucking, sad and crying. And he followed me out, and he called my name. I'm 75 meters away from that door, and bawling my eyes out. That's fast. And he's like, hey man. And I walk back over, and he's like, she's gonna be okay. We're gonna take real good care of her and stuff. He's like, are you alright? And I'm like, no. He noticed inside when she started first going back to her room. He's like, are you okay? I was like, no. He noticed when I first got in, actually. That drill sergeant asked me if I was okay 5 times. And each time it was progressively worse of an answer, and they all said no. Thanks, man. Not everybody notices when I'm crumbling. But you did. And I appreciate that. Because then you gave me the phone number to get a hold of her at this building, even though she's only going to be here till Tuesday night. You told me to call her, and I'll get that number for you. So I'm going to call before I get on that plane, because I know that man's going to be on work until 6 a.m. at least. Maybe even 9 a.m. Probably 9 a.m. I'm going to get that number before I get on the plane for that other place she's going to be at on the evening of the of Tuesday. All I know is when I'm around April, I can do the impossible. And it seems so impossible to leave. Our minds cannot contemplate or fathom not having consciousness. We have to think up a heaven because we don't know how to reckon with the thought of not existing. And in the same way, I cannot comprehend any existence or non-existence without her. She's lucky she's cute, because she's fucking clueless to, like, so much of my shit. She thinks I just regular love her. Like, for show. I never cried harder in my life than with her. I cried missing her harder than I ever have about anything that I can remember. Like, when my mom died. Before I was angry and, like, got a chance to look back at, like, how brutal she was as a mother and abusive. And, like, things, like, set in. Doctor records came to the light and she was just junkie. An abusive junkie. But before all that, and my mom was just dying in the next room. Suffocating. Taking herself off life support. At 7:30. So she could be dead at 8:05 in room 335. 430, no. Intensive care, room 435 at fucking Bronson Medical Center, downtown Kalamazoo. I cried like that. Only I was alone. I didn't have Jason and Melissa and my Nana, my Uncle Derek, my Aunt Katrina, my grandpa, my dad. Like my Uncle Mike and Aunt Karen showed up. My Uncle Mark and Aunt Mary, I think. Maybe I'm just making shit up. But I want to say that there was a whole family in that square in the waiting room up there. Just outside that west wing. It feels like that. It feels like I'm just committing suicide, leaving. It feels like she's dying and I leave her. But it's just me dying. I don't know if anybody of you caught that, but like, I delivered her later than she was supposed to be. She was fine. Not even legally her husband. But they know that's mine. And they know there was no way they was gonna separate me from her until she received a direct order that stated there's no boys allowed down that way. And you know what? Ain't no boys allowed outside the wing, ever. I understand ever, and I appreciate ever, never. Yes, sir. I mean, copy. Roger that, Joe Sergeant. I'm gonna stay on this over here. I'm good. Because I don't want nobody else on her wing but me. Ah, fuck, that's a guy right there. Ah, that's one of the drill sergeants. Ah, that's a drill sergeant. Ah, fuck, oh, no, it's fucking there. Shit, Don't pull me over. Oh, he's in a fucking rental van. I don't know where I'm going. Oh, God, I gotta use my phone to drive. Oh, it's 30 miles an hour. Go fucking 40. Slow down. Well, he's not a cop. Okay. I took a left over here. One way. I bet I have to go this way. Washington. Yes. Okay, this way right over here. I thought I heard somebody honking at me. Okay. That's the exchange. I'm leaving. Did we drive past the exchange? I mean, when we came in, like, what's going on here? Okay, this is the okay, here's this, I remember we had to go roundabout. We had to take this one. I think I have to go, I think I gotta go this way. I gotta go this way, I think. I had to take the second exit. Oh, wait. This is it. Wait. Shit, is that a gate? Oh, that's the gate. Okay, that's the gate. Okay, fuck. That's the drill sergeant right here! Fuck! He's gonna hit me! Stop chasing me! Fuck! Oh, no. He's taking a left, too. He's following me! Fuck! I did it wrong. I didn't know.